Hey, good people, how you doing? Listen, welcome to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Hit the like, subscribe. You guys see I got Stocks with Josh with me right here. We are at last day at a conference here, but let's get right into it and then we'll talk to you guys about what we're doing here, right? Market is not good today, and I'm gonna let Josh speak for himself. We're just gonna go back and forth, so forget the back and forth, but we just wanna keep you guys fed. Listen, today, I just bought more VOO. I just bought more to S&P 500. It's on days like this, it's simple for me, around this range, 4200s. And I'm looking at more long-term positions right now and not necessarily swing trades, though I wish I'd bought some Rivian puts earlier this morning, but I've been in this conference. Josh, go ahead and open up.
Yeah, well, the overall market has got some concerning macro events. One of them is the concerns that we have ahead of us in December.
Yeah.
We think the Fed may raise another time in December, and the market doesn't like it. The market didn't price it in. We also have the fact that the government shutdown has been pushed off towards the end of the year. And so we even have the concern, Larry, of a potential downgrade by the different credit ratings because of the government turmoil and the rising debt.
Right.
So we've got a lot of stuff coming at us in the market that's not been resolved and may have to get priced in. That fear has to get priced in. And so let's talk about where we're at in the market right now. So the S&P 500, you're looking at great companies, Apple, Tesla, Meta, Nvidia. Some are doing better than others, but largely all of them are sitting right beneath a recent resistance.
Yep.
And so there's been no breakout. They're still on their lows. Some of them are. So Apple is still down around 174. 174 is a critical level.
And it got downgraded yesterday.
And it got downgraded.
Yep.
The new phones are a mess, let's be honest.
It is.
They're overheating.
Yep.
The back of the glass is breaking.
Yep.
You know, you're going to get a lot of attention to all the flaws right now to push the price down. But we got to remember,
that happens every cycle.
It happens every cycle. And the fact is that Apple's a great company. Nobody has lost interest in trading Apple. And it's down $30, and it could drop another $5. But the fact is that Apple will reclaim an all-time high in the days ahead. And so you got to ask yourself, are you a long-term investor? Are you a swing trader? If you're a long-term investor, this is time to pick up Apple and companies like that, blue chip companies. If you're a swing trader, you might be able to get a couple more dollars off. But I'm going to tell you, I was looking at the chart this morning, Larry. I would say best price scenario for me on Apple would be like 165, and there's no guarantee that it'll pull back to that right now.
Right. I will tell you also too, Josh, that Friday, tomorrow, there's more job data coming out. And that is weighing on the market today. So there's more negative things weighing on the job market, on the overall market than positive, right? And then it's Friday, right? We're still in September. I know it's October, but mentally, the market is still in September.
I see what you're saying.
And
Larry,
go ahead.
I thought this was October, the bear market killer month.
Well, it could be, all right,
when
but
do you
we're
think
still.
it might.
I've been
turn
saying
around?
the second week in October.
You have been.
I've been consistently saying we're going to continue into October about the second week. We're now in the first week. We're still taking a bath, but that doesn't mean it's going to end. We have to look at, now we have this data coming Friday, right? We have all of this bad news. So the question is, Josh, Larry, what do I do today? How can I make money today? I always say sometimes, especially in a bear market, especially in a month that's traditionally the worst month, okay? And truth becomes prophecy. Well, prophecy becomes truth because people pull back. So sometimes the best trade is not taking a trade at all. And that's the message I've been preaching if you are not an experienced trader. So sometimes not putting your money at risk is the best trade that you could make. Now, days like today, I'm more of a sniper, right? Keenan and myself was talking about Rivian. Now, Keenan is going to make a video about Rivian, so when you finish with this, I want you to go over to Keenan Grace's page and see what he's talking about Rivian. So there are some times where there's opportunity, but still, that's risk. What's not risk to me is simply buying the S&P on a day like today when it's hovering around support.
Yeah, well, I just want to chime in a little bit on Rivian and just to talk about the EV makers. And there's a lot of people, a lot of our followers are invested in them, and I hear requests all the time for conversations on Neo,
Yep.
Mullen. I really don't talk about Mullen, but I
Lucid.
do give technicals on Neo, and I'm starting to not consider giving technicals on Lucid moving forward.
Right.
So if I don't cover it and I don't give you support, it's because I don't want to be involved in that trade
Right.
in your life at all.
Right.
But I said all that to say that the two that I like right now are Rivian and Tesla. And Tesla, I gave a new price target of 275 today in my video, but we're sitting at 260 resistance, and we got to come back off of that big push up. We got to refine support. As long as we stay above 244, we're okay.
Right.
And if we build support and break back above 260, we will go to 275. We have earnings around the horizon. We have earnings on the horizon. And the market may give Elon the benefit of the doubt with all
Right.
the stuff he's got going on with the truck and the Tesla truck. The market might
Yeah.
give him the benefit of the doubt to see what he says, or it could just stay sideways until earnings and pop to 275 or come crashing below 244. But I did want to say that even though Rivian's pulling back, I am now becoming more attracted to looking at the entry points on it, because I'm not terribly bearish on Rivian. I don't. It has room to come back still,
Right.
but I'm not terribly bearish on it, and it starts to become attractive. They're diluting,
Right.
which they need to do. Now there are some companies like Mullen. I don't trust the dilution.
No.
But Rivian, I kind of trust it. I knew they were going to have to raise some money.
Right. Well, Rivian, I'm glad you talked about dilution. Let's talk about share dilution. I get a lot of comments asking about Lucid. We made our money in Lucid. We took our bags like thieves in the night and ran with it, right? Now, if you notice, I haven't been talking about Lucid. Why? Yes, they got money from the Saudis, but what are they going to have to do? A share dilution. I've been saying that Lucid is going to have to do a share dilution, and we
at a higher level.
At a higher level, and we knew that Rivian had to do it. It takes massive amount of money to be able to listen. The only company that's making money off of EVs, selling electric vehicles here in the States, is Tesla.
Best in class.
That's it. Ford is losing money every time they roll an EV off the floor. GM, same thing. Rivian is losing. I want you to go to Keenan Grace's page and see how much money they are losing per vehicle that they're selling for massive losses.
And can I jump in on this?
Yes, one second. And why? Why are they selling cars losing money? And answer that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, I appreciate you. Thank you for setting
I was
me up.
gonna say it, but
okay,
Josh,
so
I'm handing you the
listen,
ball.
Elon has clearly built a moat,
Yep.
right? With technology, with cars, with
Yep.
pricing,
Yep.
with vertical integration, okay?
With alligators. in
With
them.
alligators. No, that's what I was gonna say. And and right now the supercharger stations,
Yep.
there are more and more cars moving to using their
Ford,
superchargers.
GM.
They're making a ton of money. Genesis came out and also
Yep.
added to the list.
Yep.
And I literally had this visual.
Hotel chains.
Hotel chains.
Yes.
I had this visual of Elon just walking some crocodiles down to the moat and letting them in.
Right.
And so he can afford to swallow up market share in a competitive way
Right.
to feed those distribution plants. And so even though the shareholders don't like it when he reduces profit margin, the fact is he is expanding his castle
He
and
is.
expanding his moat in
Yep.
2023. So,
Yep.
what do you think?
Hey man, that is just it. So I know we're seeing more Rivians everywhere now.
Can I give a word of caution on Tesla?
Sure, go ahead.
If you're a long-term investor, right, there could be the opportunity if the market wants to just, as we're talking about these macro events, just want to smack all the stock down.
Right.
Ideal support for a long-term investor, if you're super conservative for Tesla, is between 200 and 215. I don't personally see Tesla breaking beneath 200, okay? And so I just want you to understand where the bottom of the long-term trade range is. The top is 300. We're sitting today at 255. We're near the middle.
So if it comes to 220, I shouldn't buy it?
I would be buying.
Thank you.
I'll
I
be
want
buying.
to make that crystal clear.
But don't buy today at 255 because
no.
you heard Josh say
Right.
that he was building the moat and it was going well.
Right.
You got to have a long-term view.
Yeah.
215 to 200 would be your absolute. That would be my absolute
Yeah.
entry point.
Yeah.
And the fact is, we're right in the middle of the range at 255, Larry. 200 beneath us, 300 above us.
Right.
The market's trading sideways.
Yes.
We're looking for Q3 earnings.
Yep. Be careful of tomorrow. I'm going to say it again. I don't care if it starts out green. I don't care if you wake up in the morning, the Dow is green, S&P is green, everything starts pumping up. Watch the last hour of the market tomorrow. Be careful. That's all I'm going to say. Listen, make sure you check out the links below. If you want to learn how to trade better, download Stock Up You. Whether you're watching this from Josh's page or my page, there is a link below for Stock Up You. Learn the basics so you can make money, and then come join I call it the quad. Come join the Stock Squad in the Patreon. The links will be below. Come and see our plays. Right now, it's not just options. Sometimes it's just like today, where we're just grabbing more of our basic Tesla, Apple, not Tesla today, but Apple and a little VOO. Did you grab anything today? Long
no.
term? No?
Long term, not yet.
Okay.
I'm waiting to the close.
There you go. All right, good people, we're gonna leave it there. We will see you later. Check out the links below, and we'll see you back at our digs, back in our normal studios, probably by Sunday, okay? Live, love, laugh, and learn.